Hi, I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Around Palos. And with me today is Carolyn Johnson, one of the co-owners at Pass Health Foods. And today we are going to discuss a brand new product that they're now selling at Pass Health Foods. I think you got a new license back in November,
Yes.
December.
Yes. We did. So we finally had our liquor license approved, so we are very excited about that. You can see some of our things behind us, but our real focus is all organic wines, and then we also have some things for people with allergies like gluten-free beers and local craft organic beer and things like that, local craft cider. So
I think you started to say it, but to clarify, to make sure we're on the same page here, what's the difference between the alcohol products you sell here versus if I go to a regular liquor store?
Sure. So we actually did kind of reconnaissance before we decided to start this to see what was available, because we really wanted organic wines was our kind of specialty, but then also sulfites. Many people are becoming aware of that sulfites are a preservative that are in almost all wines, but many people have sensitivities to them where they'll have headaches or feel achy after drinking wine. So all of our wines are organic, but the majority are also sulfite free. So for people who have those sensitivities or have had headaches and things like that after drinking wines, that we have ones available that don't have those preservatives and additives to them. So it's just a cleaner product overall. Organic wines really make a difference because they're not sprayed with pesticides and also chemical fertilizers, things like that. So you're getting a cleaner product that doesn't have those additives. And then also, if you think of it, since they're not using those chemicals, they have to really help the soil itself. So you're getting fruits that are higher in antioxidants, resveratrol, those beneficial parts of wine, just like organic fruits and vegetables, that's the thing. So choosing an organic wine is a really great thing. And then the sulfites, having wines with no sulfites, many people find makes a real difference in how they feel after having a glass or two of wine. And then the last thing is also the majority of our wines are vegan, which many people don't realize is even a thing because wine is made from grapes, not beef or something. But many wines have in the winemaking process, they use animal products like fish bladders or gelatin or milk products. They're not in the final product, but many people want to avoid those either for dietary reasons or religious reasons or what have you. So we have a lot of really clean wines that are really nice.
So there were some good clues in there that I want to ask now. And you mentioned, you have wines and you have beer and you have cider. So let's take a look at what are some of the specific products that you have and what makes, again, them different, I guess.
Sure. So the wines we have, and we have wines from South Africa that are really wonderful, Argentina, Italy, California. So some great wines from some different nice wineries that really make a difference, and that those are all, just have a clean product. And then also beyond wines, we have gluten-free beers. So people who have celiac or gluten-free, regular beer is made from either wheat or barley, things that they can't have. So many people who are gluten-free they can't drink beer because it bothers them. But there are beers that we have that are made with gluten-free grains. So what you'll commonly see sometimes is there'll be beer that says gluten reduced, and so that's made conventionally, but they put enzymes in it to reduce the amount of gluten that it has. But ours are true gluten-free beers from certified breweries to make sure that, so for people, say with celiac or something like that, they're safe to have.
So I wanted to ask, and even back to the wine for a second, but I think the same thing would apply to the beer and the cider, and that if I came in and I said, well, I'm looking for a Chardonnay, or I'm looking for a Pinot Grigio, a red, or I'm looking for a Merlot, are they labeled the same way, or are there parallel products to those?
They are labeled the same way, though we do have some wines that are more unique that sometimes people haven't heard about from different regions, so that's kind of neat that we brought in. Pinotage is one from South Africa. It's a grape that only grows in South Africa. We have one from Austria, Gruner Veltliner it's called, that only grows in Austria. So we do have those common wines, Cabernet, Merlot, Chardonnay, things like that, but we do also have some unique wines that many people have never heard of that are really delicious.
And I guess then the same thing for beer. If somebody came in and said, well, I really prefer a lager, or I prefer a darker beer, or a stout, or a pilsner, or a cider. I prefer a dry cider, or a sweet cider. Can you make the same, parallels here?
Yes, we do have a variety of different, we have organic craft beers made in Chicago. The ciders as well are made from a little Chicago cidery, and like you say, they have a dry version, a slightly sweet, some different limited edition ones that they make. But we do have those conventional beers, but also can direct you to ones you might want to try that, if you like this, maybe try this or what have you.
Okay. All right, so then, and I guess that kind of begs the next question. Have you sampled them, and do you want to make some recommendations on, the different products you have, or some that you really think, no, people should try this?
Sure. So we have, actually before bringing them in, for many weeks we had in our back room, we had wine bottles lined up, because we wanted to try, we didn't want to bring in a bunch of things that then it turned out weren't good or something like that. So yes, we have sampled, I would say practically everything. So when you come in, we can speak with, authority on what is good or what we'd recommend or what have you. So the wines, we have some wonderful whites and reds. There's even a Merlot, which is a common wine from this winery in South Africa. That's one of my favorites. It has a little bit of a smoky flavor that a lot of Merlots don't. I don't know if that's just from those South African wines, but it's a delicious, we have some from Argentina, like a Malbec that's really nice, that's also doesn't have those sulfites. And again, all organic. We have some beers that are really nice. Le Gros, it's actually the first Chicago USDA certified organic brewery. And they're a small company. We had them come in, the brothers who own it. And they have a delicious, their stout is wonderful. So definitely we have a lot of great recommendations of things. If you say, oh, I like whites, or I like, a little lighter wines, or this and that, we can kind of direct you to, I bet you'd like this one, or, maybe try this one. So.
Okay, good. So it sounds like you can match a variety. If somebody said, hey, I feel like I want to try this, or this is a kind of wine, you can steer them there. I'll do a shameless plug here. Yes, I tried one of the ciders, and it was very good. You could tell that I think it was made with honey.
Yes.
So there was a little bit of but it was a cider, but it had a hint of another flavor in there. Yeah, it was very good. So it sounds like you have tried them. You're able to recommend a whole variety of them. Anything else we should be aware of if we come in?
So, no, I'd just say stop in, and I think they're reasonably priced, particularly for an organic, nice quality wine, but we have a great selection and would be able to show you some different things. They're especially nice also for get-togethers or like a book club or this and that. It's kind of nice to bring, oh, this is an organic wine, because they're difficult to find.
So there's a variety of good things going on here. You're providing a good product for people who maybe can't, and also it sounds like some products that might be in some cases environmentally more friendly.
Absolutely. Organic wines, you're helping both the environment because they're not having all these chemicals and things like that, but also think of these growers, these families on these farms that conventional farms, they're spraying all these pesticides, all these fertilizers, that's not good for them. You're kind of just making a nice choice with your dollars for choosing to support organic. I feel like it is something that makes a difference. Or for our local beers and things like that, choosing to support small craft local companies is a nice thing and really makes a difference. Just like our town, shopping locally, supporting these smaller breweries or wineries, things like that, that it is a nice thing. We don't want to live in a land where it's only Amazon and Walmart, so supporting those small companies is a nice thing to do.
So it sounds like a lot of good reasons to make a good choice if they want to try an alcohol here. All right, thank you, Carolyn. Good luck with this new line of products. It's exciting. Thank you for watching. I'm Dave Wurzel. You've been watching PHTV4 Around Palos, and we've been at Past Health Foods taking a look at their new product, their alcohol line. Thank you for watching.